Welcome to episode 16 of Blabbering. This week we talk about the ever-elusive work-life balance, how we're going to strike it, what do we want to do, egos versus our love for our bubba, and of course, a little sprinkle of rat infestation in our life. So sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Blabbering, a week-by-week glimpse into a couple stumbling through life with a newborn.
I'm Tilly.
And I'm Dan.
Each week over dinner,
You'll learn Tilly is quite the feeder.
we'll discuss the realities of raising our baby, talking through the highs, lows and honest confessions of this thing called parenting.
Parenting won't be easy, but let's at least laugh about it. This is Blabbering.
Okay, so what week are we on?
We are week 17. Yeah, 'cause
Yes.
it's 4 months a week, so yeah, 17.
So we've had a little baby girl who she had a bit of a, didn't have a great last few hours. She's eventually fallen asleep. Frustratingly, she's now awoken just as we hit the record button. So we're trying to avoid eye contact, which falls back to sleep.
I think that boat might have sailed. Ship sailed? But it's ship sailed.
Yeah.
But maybe her little toys will just be entertained now. If not, I've got a boob that will entertain us. So.
She's
We press
yawning.
on.
She's yawning. She might go. You never know.
We live in hope. Her feet aren't looking purple, so that's great.
Yeah.
But she's got really cruddy between her toes.
So we haven't had breakfast today, so we don't have any food.
We could say our food is nothing. Air.
Yeah.
I've eaten today. I had a yogurt.
I mean, I've eaten. I've had like a yogurt drink and then some chocolate peanut.
I had a couple of peanuts too. Well, I had two coffees, 2 collagen coffees.
Whoa.
Just to make me sound like an absolute wanker. I wonder if the collagen nuts helps my stretch marks at all. Who knows? Yeah, I had 2 collagen coffees before pre-workout. Post-workout, I had a little protein yogurt. All about the protein. Before we absolutely ruin it with our Sunday lunch. Later on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Do you want to tell them what we're having for Sunday lunch?
Well, this week you wanted a pie.
Did, yes.
So, because I know my husband well, I've gone for a mustard leek and sausage pie. Made the filling yesterday. Browned off some nice peppery sausages. Cooked down the leeks in butter. Made a creamy mustard sauce. Let that thicken up and cool down overnight. And I also made a massive pan of cheesy mashed potatoes. And we're going to do a Rice Krispie crunchy topping.
I'm looking forward to the Rice Krispie crunch topping.
And then we'll have some peas with it. But if you're doing pie and mashed peas, there's this vegetable you have. Peas or cabbage, maybe. But we
I
haven't got
think
cabbage.
sweet corn's not bad. But
Not
people
with
don't
that.
add them.
No, I think this week one's
I
about
always
pairing.
think peas and sweet corn go well together.
I think it's a little too much sweetness.
Yeah, okay.
If you want it, but tin sweet corn, you can have some.
Some sweet corn.
To be fair, I do like. I'll eat sweet corn out of tin. Some sweet corn tastes better than others. Like, if you get the Green Giant, it tastes different to the sweet corn. I don't know what they do to it. I'd eat that out of tin. So that'll be, and we'll have leftover pudding from last weekend. That chocolate pie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's frozen, isn't it?
It's like an ice cream pie now.
Yeah.
So you've got like buttery biscuit base, chocolate Rice Krispies, salted caramel, chocolate mousse, chocolate ganache.
Very exciting.
Do you know what? I might start doing a segment called Fat Dinners or Fat Sundays or something, and just do a little post of like what we have every Sunday. Because we're generally pretty healthy throughout the week, and then we absolutely have a.
You are?
I'm healthy. I try and make you healthy. You're fairly healthy.
Yeah. Other than my current sugar
addiction. Which apparently isn't addictive. People say sugar's addictive, but like the nutritionists are like, it's not addictive.
It is.
Is that a serious disease?
Yeah. Just can't kick it.
I think it's like anything, it's a habit, isn't it? It's a sort of like the crutch.
Yeah.
It's your dad tax.
Yeah, my dad taxed her if I ever do anything, any housework or anything.
To be fair, currently, I'm paying you dad tax trying to kill off fucking rats.
I hope it's just one.
Don't they live in tax? I don't know.
They end up being, but they can't.
I mean, let's hope it's one. It's done a lot of damage if it's just one.
Yeah,
It's like gnawed so through the back of our sink. Ate the sink pipe.
yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Is that it's trying to find it's gnawing through pipes to try and get water to drink.
And we wanted to do it humanely. We tried the humane traps. We tried the little plug-in,
dying now.
plug-in like beepy things, which generally do work. But
Yeah, but I'm waging war on this rat.
yeah,
I'm very close to just sticky sheets.
no, I can't.
Fucking cunt.
Sticky sheets are so
I really
cruel.
hate this rat.
I know, it's horrible. Last night was grim. Like, Dan was out last night, so I was upstairs above her. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I could hear this like scratching, gnawing noise. I was like, either someone's trying to get into our house. I wasn't fully awake, so I wasn't fully like, or that fucking rat is doing something nasty. So I called Dan, I wasn't sure if he was home yet or someone was trying to get in. Turns out he was just upstairs in the spare room. And so he went downstairs to sort of, scare it off. Then as soon as you're back upstairs, it started again.
Yeah, I even unleashed Fatty to try and
Well, I think you're right. From now on,
assist in the battle.
we don't lock Fatty in the living room. Fatty is full roam of downstairs.
Yeah. Well, then the other problem is like we're trying to poison the rat. Obviously, we want him to go and find the poison and eat it. And if Fatty's roaming around,
Well, I guess that's what we have to savagery.
yeah.
I've messaged Pops and asked Pops to come around tomorrow. He's not obviously he never looks at the messages. In a minute, I'll message Mum and ask Mum to ask Pops. So I want him to come help me while I do tiling and see if he can kill a rat.
Yeah, I mean, I can just lift the floorboard.
He used to try and shoot rats in our old house.
Yeah, I didn't think that's going to work.
Didn't. He just shot at the garage a couple of times. I hope he didn't use. I'm assuming he used a shotgun. I'm sure it probably did.
Sure, I just used the air rifle.
Yeah, he used it. I remember doing quite a lot of damage though.
He's got quite a powerful air rifle. But
We
anyway,
had quite a lot of guns at the time.
I don't think you could do it in our house anyway. Also, I could get the floorboard up where I know the rat is.
Yeah. People want that. I would like it not to die, but I think now it has to die.
It has to die.
Like, I would like it to have just been caught one of our main shots and could have, taken it far away.
It's a rat though. I'm all for that with mice. I don't know why, but rats.
People really hate rats, don't they? But they do a lot of damage. Like, I don't generally have an issue with rats, but this one's done a lot of damage.
Well, that's the thing. Mice don't actually do that much damage.
They
usually.
they just tend to eat your food. They don't tend to actually destroy stuff like
rats
pipes.
will go through walls.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Mice kind of are usually it's like a bit of wood here and there.
I do think people who keep rats are a little bit odd.
Only reptiles in
Yeah,
it.
but saying that, this is afraid of used to have a rat.
Yeah. And also, I once again had squirrels, so I was actually kept a rodent.
Lots of rodents. We have like rabbits and stuff. Rabbits are rodents.
Yeah, I had ground squirrels.
I had a gerbil called Jack. It's a fantasy boy called Jack.
Oh,
Yeah, then always said that. Their name's a bit weird, isn't it?
my boyfriend Jack.
Boyfriend.
No, but I can imagine you being like, yeah, this.
I think I was about 6. And Jack used to eat everything. He ate his plastic running wheel. And then he died quite soon after.
It's not that surprising, to be honest.
No, it's not that surprising, really. I think they're really boring pets. I don't particularly want to get gerbil or hamster, something like that, because I think like it. I'd rather get a proper pet.
What are you counting as a proper pet?
Dog,
Well, we've already got that.
cat.
Yeah, we should do with a cat now, I feel. It was.
Or a Greg, but Aaron definitely wouldn't lend us Greg was back here.
No.
But Greg is becoming quite prolific killer now, Greg.
Thought we needed Killer Greg.
Yeah, he's killed a lot of birds and mice.
Have you killed a rat yet?
No. I'm sure he could take one on.
I mean, Fatty could if the rat was about. The
Fatty
problem
wouldn't
is,
catch it. He's not fast enough.
and the other thing is he'll destroy a lot of stuff trying to get to it.
Yeah. Cats are more dexterous and dainty.
And patient hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Fatty is just a chaser.
Should we just get a cat? Next episode, we got a cat.
This is exactly like the nursery rhyme. The
So
woman
this
who ate a
one-
fly.
Yeah, so your cadence again is brilliant.
All right, go on. You sing the whole nursery rhyme then.
I don't
from
want,
the
I
top
don't
of
want to
your
sing
head.
the whole nursery
Come
rhyme.
on.
It's quite long. Well, the one we listened to the other day had a really weird cadence to it.
Exactly. That's the one. That's the only one that I remember. That's what I was singing.
I think it was, but okay. I remember that one was really put emphasis on the fact she'll die. Perhaps she'll die. At
The
the
woman who ate a fly, perhaps she'll die. Just like, all right, unnecessary.
Yeah, that's when it's dark. Old school, anyway. Anyway, that's probably enough of us talking about our rat issue. What's happened this week?
Well, you had a proper day at work.
I did. Yeah. I felt more guilty this week. Not guilty, actually. No, that wasn't guilt. I didn't feel guilty. I just missed her more this week.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, my boobs got really, very quickly very full. Maybe that's sort of missing, I don't know. And the long kind of filled up my tits quicker. I don't know how it works.
Did you take your pump? Didn't you remember to?
No. Well, she doesn't seem to like my expressed milk. Actually, that's something we've learned this week. So, I'm going to start selling my milk to bodybuilders. So, any bodybuilders listen to this, get in touch. I've got loads of milk for you. Loads of frozen milk, full of growth hormone. And you can still be called a natty bodybuilder. Yeah. So, we need to find somewhere. I still not found anywhere. I need this, where is this black market web?
Oh, you just need to start going down to gym changing room and just offer it out.
There's not any proper, roided up bodybuilders at the gym I go to.
Yeah.
There's one guy who's got, he looks like a meme of someone who's skipped leg day.
Wow.
He has got the smallest legs and the largest short. He's also a people that has a very long body and short legs in a way. Which is really not helped. That's what it's like. He's incredibly wide now, really built chest, shoulders back, big, very tapered waist, fuck all legs, and they're really short legs. So it just looks bizarre. It looks like he should fall over. Honestly, he should topple over.
Yeah, he's the biggest guy in the gym.
Not he's the biggest guy, but definitely one of the biggest guys.
With his triangular, hero shape.
We've also got a lot of young lads who are just starting out in the gym and really wanting to be skinny teenage boys.
Give them the breast milk.
Yeah. We should start becoming a bulk feeder, bulk trainer, and I can just put a laugh in. And I could just help people bulk up. I think that's where my talents lie. Bulking people up.
So, your first full day at work.
It wasn't really full still.
How much longer are you planning on doing when you go back? In terms of the day? Because how long was it, the day?
I did 9 till, 1:30? And then I did some more work once I got home.
Yeah, so it was again another almost half day, pretty much.
And I did a little bit of work on Fridays.
So you did a full day's work, but you didn't really do it all at the premises.
Yeah.
You
At the
might
moment.
need to- You might need to get her on the DV.
Yeah, my boobs are leaking. All right, Bubba. There we go. All good. And anything exciting with your week this weekend?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay then. Highs, lows, and funnies.
Well, I mean, I guess it's an interesting one because we've just very much breezed over the fact that you kind of felt guilty, yet you didn't feel guilty, and you keep finding some other things to talk about. So just keep trying to bring it back.
Oh, okay.
Do that.
That's fine. But no, I didn't feel guilty. I just missed her.
Okay.
I wasn't like, oh, I should be here. I just missed him once. And I was there, the last week I enjoyed being at work and stuff. I did not enjoy being at work. I did. But I sort of was longing to be back with her.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting when I start doing more work. But I guess I'm still going to be working from home. It would make it easier. So imagine when I'm back in work. We were all packed. I think we'll see you. Once you've had your share of bread, you do that. I assume you might be more like that.
Yeah.
Hi, my lovelies. Thank you for listening. Can you please like, review, and subscribe to our podcast?
Yes, we talked more again about how to try and balance our work life going forward.
Yeah,
To condense or not to condense is the question.
yeah, and I'm finding it a situation because the industry that I want to work in is going to work in the most progressive in terms of projects and stuff like that. It's not exactly known for family first.
I think it's something that we're going to try and figure out. Wangle it into our work. I think it's an investment. It's not. And the thing is, I think part of us, went and sort of let go of our egos a little bit on top of it. Except that maybe over the next 5-6 years, we don't progress as much as we want to. But we, solidify a really strong foundation in our family. The time our kids go to school, and we can go back to work more if we want to. We built that strong foundation. They built that, they've got very secure attachment. That we're there for them.
Yeah.
So like if we do work more, we've got that sort of security.
Yeah, and it's very much kind of fighting that urge.
And we'll still only be 35, 36. Like, do you know what? That's still young.
I mean, it's not that young in my industry for the level that I'd be at.
It is still young in general. You've still got a lot left of your career.
Yeah.
You find something with your peers. So what? They might be lacking in other areas.
No, I get that. Like, it's this whole thing of comparisons to people joy, and then this element of everyone's, when you think about all the variables in people's lives, everyone's very different, and you then combine them. Everyone's actually unique, and you kind of think about, your familial makeup, all these sorts of things, and you combine all those factors of the things that are important to you. There's no one on this earth that is two of the same people, even twins. While they may share a lot of physical elements, there are a lot of other elements that are incredibly different. And so you can't just look and go, they started at the same time as I did. But I am just saying that it would be a long way behind versus, had I just sort of grinded it out over the last sort of 3 years and continued to over the next 3 years.
No, of course, and I get that. Same to me. And it's not that we won't progress it. It's not like it's just in a standstill. And also, I mean, that we just move into areas where we can progress still.
No, I think that it just goes back to this element. I think, realistically, you're quite far ahead in your career for your age, whereas I feel the opposite. I feel behind in my career for my age. And so the idea of slowing it down hurts me quite a lot. And while I agree with it principally, it frustrates me.
No, I totally understand. For me, you say I'm far ahead of my career for my age. And yeah, in some aspects I am.
You're usually the youngest person we're in by about 10 years.
Yes. But that's also because in my industry, we're struggling to get young people. That's quite a stagnant industry.
Yeah.
So I think that's a large reason for it. Well, I'm an amazing person to progress fast.
I think you have managed to progress.
I have, but I think that's partly to do with my skill, and my ambition, and partly to do with the fact that my industry is lacking young people.
Yeah, but I also think that for you being young is part of benefit and skill, because your industry, chefing and cooking, is a very habitual thing that people tend to kind of be like, I was taught this way 20 years ago, that's still the way I'm going to do it. And it's like, well, now we need to start thinking about responsible sourcing of food. Now we need to start thinking about carbon emissions. Now we need to start thinking about dietary requirements. And all these people who have been taught 20 years ago just kind of go, I don't want to. And so I think for you, that's been a great benefit.
Yeah, but also, because I'm ambitious, they're still not as far as I want to be.
Yeah. So I think for me, the issue is less so about the idea of slowing down my career and more so the issue of already feeling behind. Hi guys, thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate it. And if you're enjoying it, please let us know by leaving a review or sending us some feedback. The email is blabberingpod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your stories, any feedback, any news, any thoughts. Also, you can find us on Instagram. The handle is blabberingpod. We're active on there as well, so you could DM us. And yeah, if you've got 5 seconds, please leave a rating. If you've got a bit more, please leave a review. The words are very helpful. And give us a follow. Cheers. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Alrighty, so do you want to move on to highs, lows, funnies, or do you have anything else to talk about?
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You go first while I'm finding mine on my phone.
Okay, so my low would be, what night was it? Was it Monday night?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. And basically, this was when we discovered that my breast milk doesn't. So some women's breast milk doesn't keep because it's to do with the proteins.
Yep.
And so I defrosted a bag of my milk.
Well, we think so far we think that's the reason.
Yeah, we try one more time. There's been twice we've given her my frozen breast milk, and she's.
So I'm therefore validating the fact that it wasn't that I hadn't burped her as my low for last week, where she just kept being sick.
Ventilated.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so on both times she's been really sick after. So this was my low this week. So it's like a double low because one, in the moment, you know, we fed her, put her to sleep, and suddenly she was like spluttering and being sick. And I'm like, oh god. You know, sat her up, give her a little pat on the back, and it's been hoist. It's keep her up, take her baby girl off. She then sick down my back, so I then had to take my top off. So I was in topless. So and we got cleaned up, set her back down. Got her back, and then 5 minutes later, I was in her.
Yeah, and she gets really sick off it, doesn't she?
And this was like through the nose, out the mouth.
Yeah.
With such force that went down through her nappy.
Yeah.
So then, the rest of the night, because I was scared to lie back down again, I just slept, didn't sleep. I just had her on me. So she was laying flat down. And so that was a very tiresome night for moi. And then I felt, worried. And then when I realised it was my breast milk, I also felt guilty and bad. Even though there was nothing to do about it. I just still feel bad.
I wonder if there is any sort of stabiliser that you can put in it.
Not with it.
Pasteurised the breast.
Yeah. Yes, then I felt guilty as well. So I felt worried for her and sad that she'd be sick. It's obviously not very nice for her to be sick like that.
No, but I think she was. She's doing sick all day.
No, but she
drink
absolutely
all the
is some
time.
really days off. Once she stops, but
Yeah.
yeah, and then I was tired. So that was definitely my low this week. Yeah. So again, I felt low, but also smug that I found out my low this week. I was like, tick. So yes, what's your low this week?
My low this week. So what was it that you said to me this morning about the bouncer?
Did I say that about him?
When we were talking about the difference between the seat thing and the bouncer.
Slipped out of the chair.
You were saying the great thing about the bouncer is if you're just doing something quick, you don't actually have to
Strap her in.
in.
Well, as long as she's on the floor. So if she's on the side, you have to strap her in.
So I had her on the floor, and it was Thursday morning. You'd gone to the gym or you'd left for work, and I was there trying to empty the bath. And then I just suddenly heard a thud, and a wah! And I spin around.
Oh, baby.
And she's done her kicking with her legs and just kicked herself out and then just flopped onto the floor. Fortunately, it was on the floor, so it's not very far to fall. But she was then incredibly worked up. Like you've done it as well, though. Like you said.
I've not. I said she's almost not done it.
No, but you said you don't always fasten her in.
Oh, right, no.
And so that's what I did.
But only the only time I don't fasten her in is that she sat on the toilet and I was just staring.
She was literally behind me. I was just emptying the bathtub. I was emptying the bath to try and give her a bath.
It can happen to us all.
And so I felt incredibly guilty. And she was there crying and crying. But she's very quick to say once she realises that she's, everything's all right, which is great. Like, I was like, oh, fuck, this is going to be 45 minutes. And then within a few minutes, she's like, oh. Not even that. Within a minute, she's like, oh, okay.
Once she knows she's fine, she's absolutely grand. She doesn't.
Yeah, when I just heard the thud, then spun round to see her face down on the floor, it's like, oh my gosh, she's smiling at me now.
It's not what you want to hear.
He's smiling at me now.
Okay. That's low.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh fuck, I'm just trying to run you a bath. Because she was already a bit touchy. So basically I put her in the bouncer screaming. And I was like, I need 2 hands for this job. You're going to have to just cry for a few minutes while I get all the shit out of the bathtub so it drains. And fill your bath. And then we can put you in and we can chill you out and calm you down. And we'll have a nice bath. And then, thud. I was like, oh fuck. But now you're all right. You're all right, aren't you? Yeah, smiley girl. Yeah.
Okay. So then, I got to some really good giggles. I sent you a voice note.
Yeah, you
And
did.
you were like, oh, why should I voice note? Both of us hate voice notes. Fucking irritating. Voice notes.
I mean, I've started to come around a bit more. If somebody's sending me something that is an empathetic voice note, it's nicer. Like, if somebody's sending me something that's, yeah, baby girl.
Yeah.
If somebody's sending me something about something emotional, it's nicer because you can actually hear tone, you can feel the emotion in someone's voice. If someone's just sending me something in general, like, I don't know, they're just out on a walk and they decide that they're just going to record their voice instead of just sending a message, that annoys me. Whereas if it's like, you know, you told somebody something about you're having a rough day because of this or because of that, and somebody actually takes the time to actually speak it to you, you can tell that they're actually emotionally engaged, whereas you can kind of fob people off a message.
Yeah. So anyway, so I sent you a voice note of me giving her a tickle and her like proper like giggling. It was very cute. And that was acceptable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got really the afternoon her sleep. She's having a good little like a little raspberry blown on the neck, you know. That's my high. What's yours?
My high. Oh, sick. Well, that's exciting. Fortunately, she was just sick over the child benefit form that I still need to submit, so that's a good reminder. Thank you. Yeah, good reminder. Just sick straight over the child benefit form.
Lovely. On that note, you're high.
So, my high, that's the one that I'm short of, but I think I'm pretty happy to find out that one of my friends from school's moving nearby and he's also due to have a baby daughter in a few months' time. That's quite fun.
Get over for dinner.
Yeah, when he moves in. Maybe we'll actually go to their house this time, unlike friends that move around the corner. And we did go and see them, even though they're just around the corner. Life's busy. Isn't it, baby girl? Life's busy. Yeah, I think sometimes in this podcast, our tone and pitch and cadence will just randomly change because we decide that we need to be engaged and smile with a little bit of girl. So we might be talking about something that's really negative and we'll be smiling away because she's smiling at us, hey?
Yeah.
Smiling away. So that just, again, adds to the listener experience.
Absolutely.
Along with the adjustable volume because mummy keeps moving away from the microphone.
That's the reality of life. I've got to move because I'm feeding or her.
Or fidgeting.
Okay, I'm fidgety. Now I'm trying my best. When I notice, I correct now. Okay, what is your funny?
Your funny first.
Oh, my funny first. So my funny this week is, I can't think of one. Can I think of one?
Do you want me to go first then?
I can't put it this week or last week. Or it was just post-recording last. Who knows? I really enjoyed when we were all sat on the sofa and she was sticking Fancy in the face. The fact is, I thought, if anyone isn't aware. All let's sat on the sofa watching some probably trashy action, knowing us. And she was just sat on me and she was there just doing a little booting in his face. And she could not have given less of a shit. She was having a great time. Boot him in the face. And thank God he's so placid. Oh, another high this week. They've had some lovely moments. I think their bond is growing now. This morning and the other day, he'll come close and she looks at him and smiles. And she reaches for his face now.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's nice.
That's nice, isn't it, baby girl?
So our baby couple bond is growing.
My funny, I think it is again, just after recording. We, I think, did you go to the gym after recording? So it's just me and her there. And I was trying to do some editing or something. Well, you might have been doing some food prep sort of thing. And I got her all cozy. I had her sat in like a nook in the sofa, all set up and cozy. She was asleep for about 15, 20 minutes and then just did her thing. Hey, yeah, you, baby girl. Did her thing where she just wakes up screaming.
Yeah, she loves to do that.
And then just fell back asleep. Like, I'm talking 80, 90 out of scream, sort of her normal.
Yeah, she gets really irate. Like, wakes up and she's like, how dare I wake up?
But then just goes straight back to sleep.
Yeah.
Did this a few times, didn't you? Yeah, he did. A bit longer each time. And then you suddenly just let out a load of farts, and then you fell back to sleep, didn't you? You were just really gassy in your sleep, and then farted loads, fell back to sleep.
She did that this morning, actually, when we were lying next to her. She's taken to really starfishing in bed as well. Just
Great.
spreading out completely.
This is why you need to go into your next thing and stop taking over our bed. Yeah.
She's getting better. Like I said, she's settling now. That's something we've done this week, actually. We've been settling her
Yeah.
off boot.
So sleep training wise, this is something that's quite a long topic, so I won't bother going into all of it. But there are 3 main methods if you want to kind of keep the bond quite strong, in terms of you can either do like this weird kind of camping outy. You can do like this further kind of thing whereby you let them cry for very small periods of time, then keep coming back to see them and try and increasing the amount of time and making sure, listening to the cry and being attentive to whether it's a proper cry or whether it's one of the ones where she just goes, wah, wah. Sometimes you do that, don't you? Sometimes you like to fake cry. And then another one is called like, I can't remember all 3, but another one's called like camping out, which is effectively what you do is you put the baby in their bed. Yeah, you put you in your bed and then you sleep somewhere that's next to them. And then you slowly move further and further away until the point until you're both in different rooms effectively. And so our transition has started even further away than that, in that she was at the point where she would just fall asleep while feeding on your boob and then you take her off. So now you're trying to have her fall asleep off your boob. And then once you're good at that, baby girl, yeah, you're very smiley right now. Once you're good at that, we're going to try and get you starting to fall asleep in your next to me, which is currently attached to our bed. So you'll still be in physical contact with us. And then we'll detach the next to me and put the little blind thing up so that you can see us, but you might not be able to feel us. And we'll slowly start moving the next to me out of the room.
Oh, this is another lovely high from last night's sleeping. It was really sweet. So because it was just me and her in bed last night, obviously I had loads of room.
Yeah.
So I put her down next to me. She's sleeping on her side. And I was sort of on my side facing her. And then she just put her hand on my cheek.
Oh.
I know it wasn't deliberate, but it felt really nice.
Yeah, so let's see. So quick roundup then. My high is the fact that I'm going to have another daddy friend in Reading. Your high is multiple. You've got the on cheek. You've got the voice notes. My funny is farting yourself awake.
Yeah.
Well, screaming and then farting and then being all right. And you're dribbling loads. Then what was your funny? Yeah.
My funny? I can't remember. Oh, my brain's useless.
Was it the fatty laughs, or was that one of your highs?
That's one of my highs. In a good week. You listen to it, you guys know my house.
And then my low was the bathroom floor thud when you kicked yourself out, you little bouncer. And then your low was...
One more thing you realise is you can't have my breast milk when it's being frozen. Yeah. So I've now got like a drawer full of bags of frozen breast milk. That are useless. But I guess if the worst comes to us, and we can't sell it and she can't drink it, we'll just keep it for bath times. Just go to the bath. If she gets bad, then I'll get bad.
Or we can save money on top. Okay, now for a quick word from our sponsors. No, am I kidding? We don't have any sponsors. But if you were to leave us some 5-star reviews and maybe some lovely words, we might do. Fuck me, that was desperate.
Skilly papa, scatcha.
So, have you had any scat chats this week? Yeah. Did you do any blowouts for money?
She's in a couple, nothing like major. And we did definitely feel a bit when I baby grip one week. We did like a little bit. It was like a little bit of poo that came out. And I was like, it's not worth me changing a whole baby grow for like a little slither of food. So then that's probably not great parenting, but that's real parenting.
Try and move the mic between me and you. Yeah. So my scat chat that was a bit of a low was this morning. You went off to the gym, and I was actually meant to be having an interview with my friend who is also due to become a dad soon. So I wanted to do a little interview to add to the podcast. And just before you went to the gym, you were like, "Oh, I think she's just done a poo. It's a wet one, but I don't think she's finished." I was like, "Okay, well, I won't change her yet." So pick you up. We start getting up to then my friend calls and he's like, "Oh, you ready to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, just 1 minute." Tried to obviously set it up, and it transpires that you can't just record somebody over the phone because they're worried about you. Privacy issues are just randomly recording conversations. So there I was struggling with all the tech while you were kicking off because you had loads of diarrhea in your nappy. And then eventually I kind of just packed it in, changed your nappy. And I was like, okay, that's fine. It was full. It was sloppy and full. And then changed you. And then 10, 15 minutes later, again. But the problem was, because you had been so feisty about the first one, I hadn't sealed the second nappy on properly. I thought I'd get away with that because she doesn't really do 2 poos in a row. Usually it's like, oh, it's a piss, it's fine. And so you then kicked off again, and you had poo all down your side. Shit, there's some poo in the bouncer as well.
It's like poo water.
Yeah, because you started diarrheaing now, haven't you, with your teething?
Teething. I found something on Instagram about like the teething stages. I think she's at stage number 1, possibly. It's like swollen gums.
Okay.
Stage number 2, then she becomes
Aggie. You're going to become Aggie for us, are you?
once they've broken through, she's alright. Yeah, she's not on the Aggie stage yet. But now looking to start a bit swollen. Like that. Well, I could stay at this stage for a long time.
We got Nyla bones from the dogs left over. We can just give you some Nyla bones.
My mum was going to just wait and look forward to little razor teeth in front of me.
Yeah. Just get her like gum shields. Put little gum shields in for feeding. So yeah, you had a big poo explosion. And so another sloppy one. And I had to change baby grow. So you were very tired by the time Ronnie came back because you had done lots of shits and screams, and you were then just like, I'm done with this. I'm exhausted.
I'm quite hungry.
Okay, so here's one about potty training, which you've got coming up. We'll do 2 on potty training. So this is from Jenny Y on mum.com. One of mine, who shall remain nameless, had a really hard time potty training, especially pooping. Ugh. He was a hider, and there was a rule in pre-K where he went, kids had to be potty trained. He would constantly hide behind the train table in the playroom to poop, and his teacher knew what he was up to every time he went back there. I always felt terrible when I would go to pick him up in the afternoon and saw a plastic bag out in the hallway. Whenever I saw that bag, I knew he had pooped in his pants in the playroom. His teacher just adored him though, so she put up with it. I was mortified. Imagine that, just a little. People struggle so hard to teach their dogs not to do that. Kid poo would just be so frustrating. Okay, worried about the wrong thing. This is Jane K, again on mum.com. We potty trained V, the old 3-day method. Lock yourselves in the house for 3 days, sort of, with no pants, and then slowly make your way out into the world with underpants on for short periods of time. Our first outing was an early dinner at an Italian restaurant nearby.
That's quite a brave first outing.
Yeah.
I would do it like a park. So there's shit in a park. Who cares?
Yeah. So, our first outing was an early dinner at an Italian restaurant nearby. We were so worried she might have an accident and asked her every 2 seconds if she had to pee. Nope. She did totally fine. No accident. Except that while eating a piece of calamari, her gag reflex got the better of her, and she threw up all over the table. Sadly, she has done this many times in her life. It was just funny because that hadn't even occurred to us. We were so worried about the potty accident possibility. Oh, there you go.
Worry about the wrong end.
Yeah. We'll go for one more. Jill K, mum of 2, the party pooper. We were hosting an outdoor party when my daughter suddenly yelled loud enough for everyone to hear, "I have to go! I have to go!" and proceeded to pull her dress down over her head and pee in the middle of the lawn. Thankfully, the concept of privacy eventually caught on.
I rate that. In fact, if any of our friends' kids do that, I would rate it. I wouldn't be annoyed if a kid pissed on my lawn.
I'd be like, look, fair enough, she announced it. I blame the parents for not having the potty
I wouldn't
ready.
even be annoyed if they pooed on the lawn. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah, I mean, our lawn gets put on by the dog.
My
and we
friends
just pick
Chloe
it
and her
up.
sisters love weeing outside. I remember when I was staying with them after lockdown for a bit, looking outside and Chloe just squatting in the middle of the lawn, just watching me as she wees. Like I'm a dog.
I'm sure she's going to be very glad that that's made
I
public.
don't think she'd mind.
And on that one, we'll say ciao.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye. Adios.
Hi, my lovelies. Thank you for listening. Can you please like, review, and subscribe to our podcast?